and welcome back to That Chick Angel TV. It's me, Angel, and today's vlog is being produced in collaboration with State Farm. So today I wanted to talk about how I keep my family healthy. In this journey of trying to keep my family healthy, there have been certain people that I've been able to get advice from that has been really helpful. One being my husband. He's really good at personal hygiene, and he's done a great job at teaching my son the importance of washing his hands, and when we're in public situations of places not to put his hands so that he's not catching extra germs. My best friends have also been really good at giving me advice. One of my best friends is very good at sending me recipes that are quick and easy, that are full of really healthy ingredients. We think it's really important in our household to feed our body the best foods possible, to fuel our body to be able to do all the things we need it to do. So having quick, easy recipes that use healthy ingredients is really great for me, because a lot of times I'm busy and so I don't have the hours upon hours to put into making a meal or some elaborate recipe. So having easy, healthy recipes that are quick is a good way for me to make sure that I'm feeding my family healthy options. My other best friend works in an allergist office. So with my 6-year-old having asthma and allergies, she's always giving me really good advice on how to keep his asthma under control and what places I should avoid so that his allergies aren't going berserk. I also look to our doctors to get advice on how I should keep my family healthy. They are up to date on all the latest medical treatments, as well as trends that are happening in the medical community and what diseases are going around and how we can prevent getting those diseases. We also look to them to help us know if our children are hitting the appropriate milestones for their age so that we know that they're developing appropriately. My mother's really good at offering advice on holistic treatments for small ailments that me, my husband, or my children might have. So me and my husband really wanted to get smart when we had these twins on how we could keep them healthy, because chances are if one baby gets sick, the other baby will get sick. So one of the big changes we made in our household was making our house a shoeless house. This helps from keeping bacteria and germs from outside the house from getting inside of the house. We also are really trying to get our son to understand that washing his hands as soon as he gets home helps from passing germs from his schoolmates to his brothers. Another practice that we have that we started when we had little Marcus is that we always carry everyone's insurance cards in our wallets, and we keep our doctor's phone numbers programmed into our cell phone. While we do not expect to have any type of emergency when we're out, we want to make sure that if there are any health issues that we want to address, that we can do it immediately by either calling our doctors or going to the hospital if necessary. Another precaution that we make sure we take is keeping our children's vaccinations and medicine up to date. We want to make sure that we are not carrying around any old medication in our household or on our person, so that if little Marcus needs some albuterol because he's having an asthma attack, that we're using up-to-date, current, non-expired medication. In planning for the future, my husband and I really want our children to be well-rounded and well-adjusted. Some of the ways that we're doing that is that we've already traveled with our children outside of the country. We want them to experience cultures other than their own so that they can appreciate diversity in all colors and in all variations. Another way that we're keeping our children very well adjusted is introducing them to the arts. I want my son Marcus to know that there are various ways that he can express himself so that he doesn't ever feel like he can't have a voice for himself and be able to express his feelings and emotions. So here are my tips on keeping a healthy family. Tip number 1. Take preventative measures. Make sure you have healthy snacks in your household so that when your children are hungry or you're hungry, you can make the healthy choice. Tip number 2 is to be an example to your children. Show your children what appropriate hygiene is, how to wash their hands very well, what things to avoid touching in public so that they're not tracking a bunch of bacteria and bringing germs into their body. Tip number 3 is to be a voice for your child. Have the confidence in knowing that you have every right to keep your child from any situation that you think might jeopardize their health. And tip number 4 is make health a top priority. We can set all the goals we want in life, but if we don't have mental and physical health, those goals won't be attainable. So make sure you're doing all the necessary things to keep yourself and your family healthy. So that's it on how I keep my family healthy. Remember, Do all the things you feel are necessary to keep your family and yourself happy and safe. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you again to State Farm for helping me produce this video. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you later. Be blessed.